Admit it, the second you saw Samuel L. Jackson and Gift, you knew it was going to be juicy. Does anyone want to make any guesses before the video starts? Today in this video, we're going to cover what Samuel L. Jackson gave to Ryan Reynolds that made the internet blow up back when Reynolds first married Scarlett Johansson. What do you want to know? Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Firstly, what happened with Ryan Reynolds and Scarlett Johansson's marriage? Ryan has been with a ton of talented ladies. Before meeting ScarJo, Reynolds was with Alanis Morissette. Reynolds met ScarJo shortly after his breakup with the talented singer, and the two actors started dating right off the bat. Apparently, they had been dating for a few years, but both actors wanted to maintain a private life at the time, so the news that the two were an item didn't truly come to light until they were engaged and serious. In 2008, the two tied the knot on Vancouver Island. Johansson was open about being surprised she was getting married on Letterman, as she stated that she never saw herself getting married and just fell into it. However, she did say later that she had learned a lot about marriage, and she felt it made her a better person. When 2010 arrived, Johansson and Reynolds were living apart because he was in New Orleans filming Green Lantern. Rumors floated around that the two were breaking up, and both parties adamantly denied it. It wasn't until the couple put out a tweet shortly later that the couple confirmed that they were splitting up. In Parade magazine, Johansson later alluded to the fact that gaining success may have caused some jealousy and contributed to some tension in the marriage. Next up, what is Samuel L. Jackson's legacy? Collectively grossing over $27 billion worldwide, Samuel L. Jackson is the second highest grossing actor, only behind Marvel's Stan Lee. Back in the 1970s, his early childhood was a little rough. His dad walked out on the family, and his mom was a factory worker. They didn't have a lot of money, but Jackson was very involved in politics and civil rights. As he grew older, he was actually a civil rights activist with Morgan Freeman. In the late 80s, he became a household name after being in a few Spike Lee films. His career soared from there as he acted in iconic films such as Pulp Fiction, Snakes on a Plane, True Romance, Jurassic Park, Iron Man, The Avengers, and Star Wars, just to name a few. Some of the eccentric characters Jackson plays have contributed to his persona, but many say that helps explain his popularity and passionate fanbase. Can anyone think of their favorite Samuel L. Jackson film? Be sure and comment below to see which Jackson movies seem to be the most popular among fans. So, what was the crazy gift? Okay, so you're dying to hear what Jackson gave Reynolds, right? Well, Reynolds didn't actually invite a lot of celebs to the wedding with ScarJo because neither one of them wanted a huge over-the-top wedding. Instead, they both agreed to have a small wedding on Vancouver Island to keep their private lives private. According to Reynolds, a limo showed up in front of his house shortly after the wedding. Out of the limo stepped an employee of Jackson who had a large box with him. The man informed Reynolds that the box was a wedding gift from Samuel L. Jackson. Ryan Reynolds later said that he was freaked out by the box as it was vibrating very loudly. Apparently, he could hear the box swarming with something from down the driveway. The man then told Reynolds not to open the box because it was swarming with hundreds of live bees. Reynolds said then that he realized that this would be an outdoor gift, so he equipped his backyard with the beekeeping equipment Jackson provided. He even gave Reynolds and ScarJo matching beekeeper suits. Reynolds has since been using the beekeeper suit and collecting honey to this day. Coming up next, what other insane gifts have celebrities gotten? Okay, so Jackson isn't alone in giving outstanding gifts. Victoria and David Beckham once gifted Audis to their mothers as a thank you for babysitting their children. Of course, who wouldn't want to babysit the Beckham kids if you got a $46,000 car out of it? Needless to say, it takes a village to raise a child, and the Beckham family had a lot of support from their grandparents. Katy Perry is up next for her gift that was out of this world, literally. Katy Perry once gave her then-husband Russell Brand tickets to go into outer space to experience anti-gravity for more than 5 minutes before returning to the Earth's surface. The tickets cost $200,000 for 2 seats. Sadly, Russell Brand and Katy Perry's relationship didn't last long enough for the gift to take off. They split up before either one could go into space. Unfortunately, there was no refund. Poor Katy. Kim Kardashian wanted something more down to earth for her then-husband Kanye West. Apparently, West is a big fan of Burger King because Kim bought West 10 Burger Kings. But of course, buying that many franchises wasn't enough. Kim bought Kanye franchises across the pond in the UK and Italy, to name a few. But hey, if you're hungry, you might as well get something to go in style. Angelina Jolie gave her then-husband Brad Pitt a heart heart-shaped island off the coast of New York as a gift. The island has a helicopter pad landing and a mansion designed by none other than Frank Lloyd Wright. Jolie gave the island to Pitt as a present for his 50th birthday. Up next, what did Ryan do after? So what did Reynolds do with his insane gift from Jackson? Well, he found out that the bees totaled 10,000 for starters. Luckily, the bees were just one of 2 gifts the pair received for the wedding, because they both said they had everything they needed and didn't feel like they needed any big gifts for their big day. Apparently, Reynolds liked the surprise gift so much that he and Jackson are still friends to this day. Reynolds said that the two had chemistry and hit it off right away. The two actually worked on a project together called The Hitman's Bodyguard. The two haven't been able to work together on another project since, but Reynolds claims that he remains hopeful the two will be able to work on an MCU project together, since Reynolds once played the Green Hornet and Jackson plays Nick Fury in the Marvel Universe. Okay, so the Green Hornet did terribly, but who's to say that Reynolds won't revive a new role within the MCU? Plenty of fans have been hoping for Reynolds to fit into the MCU somewhere. Could fanfare be the way to get Reynolds and Jackson to work together again? Start writing those letters, folks. So what was the aftermath of Reynolds and Johansson's relationship? So after Johansson and Reynolds split up, they both went their separate ways and ended up with other people. It's no secret that Ryan Reynolds ended up with actress Blake Lively, as the two are seen in public out together a lot. Where Reynolds was reserved in his previous marriage with Johansson, he is very involved in social media with Blake Lively. Both are very active in showcasing their family life, cooking, and collective sense of humor. Both celebs have a large following on social media as a result. Scarlett Johansson, on the other hand, briefly dated actor Sean Penn before meeting the SNL comic Colin Jost. They first met on the set of SNL in 2006, where the two hit it off right away, but they were both busy at the time and dating other people. It wasn't until the second time she hosted in 2017 that Jost and Johansson were both single and available at the same time. They both decided to give dating a shot since they had both remembered each other fondly the first time they met. Apparently, her hosting back in 2006 left an impression on both of them, as neither forgot the other. They both got married shortly after and claimed to be very happy together. Jost often gets teased by his fellow SNL comedians that he married up and she married down. Luckily, both parties claim to be lucky in love, and the two are still married to this day. And there you have it. So is anyone else Googling how to take care of bees now? Reynolds seems happy with his beekeeping on the side, so it might be good to know how to take care of 10,000 bees, or even where to find 10,000 bees in the same place. But we suppose if anyone can locate 10,000 bees and which celeb to send them to, Jackson is the man for the job. Was anyone else surprised by Jackson's gift? Anyway, we hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell to be notified when more videos like this one are released here. With everything out of the way, we'll see you all in the next video.